How I ruined my friend's trip to Disneyland. My best friend at the time had planned a trip to Disneyland. They are one of the biggest Disney fans I had ever seen. At his house he has figures and heaps of Disney-related merch as part of his collection. He had been saving up for years to go to Florida to go to Disneyland for the first time, let alone going out of the country for the first time. For years he would talk about the plans, pre-book and pay for the trip. The day had finally arrived, and my friend asked me to house sit to look after their pets. They have a cat, 2 rats and a dog. I was given a tour around the house and shown all the special requirements that the dog needed as it was on a special diet. Before he left, he said, "Oh yes, the rat we are expecting to die in the next couple weeks. We have prepared a coffin for it in the garage which can be put into the freezer if needed." The taxi had arrived to take them to the airport. They said their final goodbyes to the animals, and I went home and packed my bag for several weeks of staying at his place. I had to bring my pet bird to his place as the bird couldn't stay alone at home. They called me once they arrived at the hotel and my friend told me about the amazing trip from the airport and all the wonderful sights they saw along the way. I could hear in his voice he was really buzzing to go to Disneyland the next day. I fed the animals for the night and went to bed. In the morning I woke up to the sun shining against my face coming in from the balcony overlooking the pool. I put my clothes on and went and fed the cat, filling up their bowl with food. Looked over and the cat was curled up sleeping away in the corner on its cat tower. I fed the rats and they started munching their food. The dog was following me around the house at this point demanding his food. I read the instructions and fed the dog. I saw the cat still sleeping so I went over and pat the cat. The cat was very cold and felt frozen. That's when I realized the cat was dead. I started to cry and panic. What am I supposed to do? How am I going to break the news to my best friend that the cat has died? I looked around in the garage for something to put the cat into before shoving it into the freezer. I couldn't find anything. The small coffin my friend had prepared for the rat was very small and wouldn't fit Tammy the cat into it. I called my best friend. I was crying and he said, "Did the cat eat your bird?" I cried down the phone, "No, it's much worse. Tammy has died." My friend was really upset and was crying on the phone with me. My friend had just arrived at Disneyland. He told me to put the cat in the freezer so we can sort out this when he gets back in a couple weeks. I didn't once go near the fridge and decided to order takeaways.